It's time for the Morphe palette and brushes review. So I have been waiting to share this with you guys. Oh, my wings are just flying everywhere. And if you didn't know, Morphe is like the hype of the hype, and it's a lot easier to access than like Kylie lip kits or the glow kits. It's affordable and the product is amazing. So I went to the makeup shack and the first thing I picked up was from Morphe was the concealer palette. It comes with 10 different colors, so extremely handy, so you don't have to buy like 20 different colors for your clients. You just pick up this and you're good to go. And the coverage on this is amazing. It's a little bit thicker, so you expect the coverage to be good. And this can cover anything, girl. Like, you decide to murder somebody, I got you with Morphe because it covers a hell lot of things. And it was $20 for all of this, which is not bad. Although I don't use it on me as much because I prefer the cream just because it's a lot lighter for every day. The guy there was like, you can also use it as a cream contour, and I was like, oh really? I haven't tried that yet. It has more of like a, I don't know if you notice, a warmer tone to it, so people with like maybe like a more yellow undertone, it goes better with. Now for the eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so I understand why people like it, I understand why people buy it. It's only $22.99 American for, I believe, like 35 colors, and the color selection is amazing. So I kind of regret not making my own palette online. Like, you can choose your own colors. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but since I bought like 4 different palettes, I noticed that some colors were repeated and it's just a waste. So the shimmer is pigmented, but I don't think it's as pigmented as the matte. The shimmer and the mattes are beautiful. So if you're buying eyeshadow palettes, I highly recommend you buy Morphe eyeshadow palettes because I feel like it has so much variety. The first one is the 35T palette. This is more of like a plum brown smoky color palette. Ooh, can you guys see it? And I should do color swatches for all these on my Instagram. You know, I'm gonna do color swatches for everything, like lip stain. Okay, anyways, back to topic. You get the shimmers, you kind of have to work a little bit for, but otherwise it is gorgeous. And then I'm just gonna do matte color for y'all. It is like nice, and I'm loving this. I'm loving how like compact it is, and there's no like wasted space in packaging. Oh my god, Mika, are you okay? My dog just like coughed. The second one will be a 35P palette. This one is like a purple blue palette, and I don't use this as much because it's more of a like bright color, and I don't know if you noticed, but like some of the browns are repeated, but I like how there's transition colors in this one. So this one is like my not as much as the 35T. 35K. This one is purely browns, blacks, and gray tones. This one I use for like almost every day, and there's lots of matte in this as well. My favorite, okay, actually I'm gonna start off with my non-favorite because some of the shimmer ones with the larger sparkles in it, I don't like the larger sparkles because I think it just looks a little bit cheaper. But the pigmenting on it is like a gray, and then you have these like, I don't know if you see, like weird sparkles, like it doesn't even match with it. So I don't know, the ones with like, if you guys know what I'm talking about, the cheap larger sparkles that look really bad on people, like, I don't know if you can tell. Can you guys tell? It just doesn't look good. It looks like you decided to put gray eyeshadow on, which is a beautiful color, and then put on like dirty sparkles you just picked up that look like dust, basically. I don't like that. Okay, and then this is one of my favorite palettes. So Kimmy Tai recommended it, and everyone recommends like the 35, oh, the 35-0 or whatever. It is a really nice palette. It's always sold out, but it has more of the orange, and I don't know, I just don't look good in orange. I find that very little people look good in orange. People with a little bit more fair skin and blue eyes, you know, they can pull it off, but with me it just looks like someone went up to me and just punched me in the face and then said, I don't know, it just looks like someone just basically punched me in the face with an orange. Does that make, I don't know, it just does not look good. Okay, so this one has the summery colors, the spring colors, transition colors, and nice deep pigmented mattes. There's a whole mixture in here. And recently, oh, some of it, this is a gray, I don't know why it's blue. Recently I've been so into matte. Matte is just a classic, clean, everyday, casual look. As for glitter, it's more of like when I go out at night, or not glitter, you know, shimmer, or when I want something more glamorous. This is just my favorite palette. Let me show you guys again. Yeah. So I highly recommend the 35N and the 35T if you're just starting off to play with eyeshadow. Now, Morphe brushes. So before I got really into makeup, I was just using any brush that I could find, or like, I don't know, any brush anywhere. And brushes make a huge difference, guys, with shading, with blending, the amount of product it picks up. So invest in your brushes. It doesn't matter what kind of product you use for eyeshadow. You can buy CoverGirl, you can buy Rimmel, Laurier. It's really good, really good eyeshadows. But brushes is what gets you that look. First off is the M510. This is so good for the first color and blending. I just like it because it's so fluffy and you get color everywhere. And then next is the M412. It's pointed at the top and I use this for my crease because you have so much control. I love it. It grabs the perfect amount of eyeshadow. And this is used basically when I wet it and then I, you know, go for my eyeshadow. It kind of creates that cream look. I love this for this because it's short, it's stubby, and I get precision with it. It's the E18 brush. And then next I have the Morphe G13. This one I just use for multiple purposes. I just love it how it's so soft. And then I have the G28 brush. This is like just the straight one. And I use this right underneath my lash line, or in my lash line, because it creates precision when I want that like smoky look, but I don't want fallout everywhere. And then the E17 brush. This brush I also use for multiple purposes, but basically I use this a lot for my transition colors. Okay, this is one of my favorite brushes for eyeliner, the M217. A lot of people who make this, they make them and, you know, they're usable, but this one, once I used it, I'm never going back. So here there's a lot of bristles on it, and it's extremely, I don't know how to explain it. Let's just say it's attached to the neck really well. So when you're doing your eyeliner, you have a lot of control. You know, sometimes when you do an eyeliner with these brushes, and then when you do the wing, you lose control. So you have this like weird looking wing because the brush decides to go its own way. This brush listens to you. So thank you, M217. Now the face brushes. So I bought this stippling brush, the G22, the Morphe. Do you guys see how clean it is? Like, let me see. Do you guys see how clean it is right now? I've used this over 3 times. And it's so impressive how it cleans so nicely, just with baby shampoo. Usually with these white tip brushes, they start to stain, and then, you know, even makeup sticks in them. But it is so nice and so soft. And it has so many bristles in it that they didn't cheap out on these bristles. Like, thank you, Morphe, because when you do makeup, it tends to take up a lot of product, and it just basically sticks in your brush and never comes out. But here it gives you that airbrush look, and it stays all on your face. I love it so much. And then I bought the Morphe E4. I have a similar one from Sephora like this, and it was literally $40. When I bought it, I was like, should I do it? Whatever, I need it, I should do it. So I bought it for $40. And this one is softer than the Sephora, but it has less bristles than Sephora. But I use this for highlighter because I can really direct where I want my highlighter instead of using that fan where I get that straight line. And this brush is also angled, and it is the E51. So nice for blush. Sometimes blush brushes, when you put them on, once you put it on, you get that exact shape that's on your brush. But this one is angled, so it's so nice. Last but not least is the G30. And it's just the straight one. And it's really nice for the chiseled look when you want that really nice cut in your, basically a nice, it gives you precision when you're baking your face. I haven't used it as much, but I still really like it. So my end review is, don't go to Sephora and buy brushes. Go to Morphe. They're only $5 all the way to $30 a brush for like the bigger brushes. Sorry, Mika. And the eyeshadow ones are only, they go from like $1, $2 to $10 a brush, but it's so worth it. They're just the same as, I'm pretty sure, Sephora brushes basically. And but I don't know, you can buy their highest brand of brushes, which is their G brand, but you can stick with the other ones, the cheaper ones, and they work just as good. So I highly recommend their brushes, ladies. Get their brushes.